Kennedy Blades, man, it's great to catch up with you. The last time I talked to you, you were telling me about your goal, which is a crazy goal, which is to win 3 world titles in the same year. You took the first step towards accomplishing that goal in Russia. How was that experience for you?
You know, being in Russia was awesome. I really wanted to bring home a world medal, and that was like the first step, obviously. But that was one of my main goals, was just a world medal, because I don't have one. And yeah, when I accomplished that, and then my sister accomplished it right next to me, it was a great experience. So, you know, everything dialed down with the whole hype and stuff, and now it's time for the next step.
Yeah, and the next step, I mean, you've already qualified for the U23 team, but the next step is next weekend. You've got another trials. You got the senior world team trials. Not a lot of high school students are doing that, right? Are thinking about a goal like that, but you are, and it's a realistic goal, 72 kilo world team spot. Where are you at, you know, mentality wise, heading into the trials next week?
Yeah, so I'm super confident. You know, I'm just gonna go out there and wrestle, and just wrestle how I always wrestle. I'm not gonna think anything differently, and you know, I just want to put on a show and just not only win but dominate. So that's always the main goal.
Yeah, I mean it's an incredible goal. And speaking of dominating, Junior Worlds was incredibly dominant. Yeah. Did you feel good about that level of dominance? Yeah,
it was great. You know, the main goal was just tech, off the mat tech, but luckily I also got a pin in the finals. And, you know, I was not going to let anyone score on me. And so that's going to be the goal for this upcoming tournament and for just my entire wrestling career.
Yeah. The cadet team, they brought home a team title. And so they set the bar really high for you guys. Mm-hmm. And going into that final session, the final medal round on the last day, it was still up in the air. And you know, it could have come down to you. I think in the end when the wrestler from India got hurt, like in the other match, maybe it didn't. But how aware were you that like the team title could come down to your performance?
Honestly, I didn't even think about the team title. I mean, I didn't forget, but like I just didn't think about, like, we were still, you know, like right there, and so I just wanted to win, whether it was for the team title or not. And you know, I was just looking obviously for a tech or pin. So I don't know if that bumped up the points a little, but after I won, and then I was on the podium for like the national anthem, and then I heard it again, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, but it was actually for the team title, and I was like, that's awesome. Like, you know, we all won, not just me. So
I heard a statistic that to me is wild, and just describes what a historic year it was for your team, for you guys. So between 2011 and 2020, for that whole decade, Maya Nelson was the only junior women's gold medalist that we had in the United States, and you guys have 4 this year. Put that in perspective. What you know? Why do we have such a good team right now?
I mean, my generation, I feel like we've all been wrestling since we were like 7 or even in diapers, and so and not just, you know, wrestling in general, but we've been wrestling with the guys, and so I don't know. I think just having that, like, being just that far back and having that much experience. You know, I remember in the Olympic camps that I had to attend this year, I was like super sore and super tired, and I never did recovery. And some of the girls were like, oh, well, you are like a little young and everything, but I've been wrestling just as long as them. So I feel like because we have just that much experience, you know, and just the sport is growing rapidly. So not only do we have just us girls, but we have an entire community. And I think just having that support and everything just drives us to be the best. So honestly, I think our generation, we're going to be like #1 and beat Japan and Russia and everything, and even in the senior division.
Yeah. So Junior Worlds, you also got to wrestle alongside your sister, and Karina didn't bring home a medal at Cadet Worlds, but then at Juniors, she did in super dramatic fashion. Evaluate her performance and just maybe what it felt like being part of the team with her.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know there was a little bit of an upset at Cadet World, but she bounced back amazingly. You know, we got back, we critiqued, you know, her wrestling and everything, and just being pretty positive, because Junior Worlds was next, and it was going to be a little bit tougher just because of the age division. And, you know, when she won the semis or quarters, I forgot which one, but she was down.
That crazy quarterfinal match.
Yes, that was amazing, and that was a huge win for her. So, you know, it definitely boosted her confidence and everything. And I think because I was right by her side in the quarters and semis, you know, we just had each other, we talked to each other, and we were going to say, like, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to win it. So, I mean, it was awesome. I think just having that sister support really helped her a lot. So.
Yeah. Well, it's been super cool to follow. What an amazing summer the women's team has had, and really USA Wrestling in general, and excited to see you guys keep it going. Good luck next week at trials.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else before I let you go?
I just can't wait to wrestle, and I'm excited to watch my sister compete, and all glory to God.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Thank you.